Oh, good girl.
She's a sleepy puppy.
You sheepy. Are you so big? You shedding?
She's almost fully grown. Almost.
You fox. You're so big. I still hold you. Even though you're very, very heavy, I still hold you. Because you're my fox. I love you. I love you. You're a good girl. No. She's like, how do I get down? I used to hold you when you were just teeny tiny. When I played Mass Effect, Yuna. Please. Please, Yuna. I need this. I need this. Why are you laughing?
She's like, how do I escape?
Wait, will you sit on my lap? Okay. Wait, let's see. Bumble, thank you for the 25 bits. She's licking my shirt, so I probably have food on it. Amazing content. She's like, how do I get down?
Look. Look at the camera.
You're balancing on my legs? You can sit.
Sit. Can you do it? Sit.
She's a very good sport.
Sit.
How the hell am I supposed to sit? No, I really want to, Tess. I really want to. Except I'm not going to watch Garrus because I want to romance Garrus in my Renegade playthrough. Good girl. Good girl. Hi, Puns. I'm doing great. How are you?
His squishy face.
But you did this for what?
Why not?
Why?
Why not?
Why, though?
It's revenge. What do you mean?
That's me and Yuna. Natu, thank you for the $5.
Thank you, Natu.
Oh, yes. Voices. I would love that. Yeah, that's a great idea. Definitely. Yeah, I want to play the Garrus romance. I didn't know today was the 10-year anniversary of Mass Effect 3. Oh my gosh. You're gonna need help. Good girl. Thank you for humoring your mom. Not on stream. Well, maybe on stream. It depends when I get to it. Maybe on stream.
What's that? What?
I don't know if anyone would watch. It depends if people will watch.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. She's gonna go outside. Oh. Oh. There we go. Of course we will watch. You say that.
Alexius was my mentor, meaning he's not any longer, not for some time. Look, you must know there's danger. That should be obvious even without the note. Let's start with Alexius claiming the allegiance of the mage rebels out from under you. As if by magic, yes? Which is exactly right. To reach Redcliffe, before the Inquisition, Alexius distorted time itself.
He arranged it so he could arrive here just after the Divine died.
You catch on quick.
That is fascinating if true, and almost certainly dangerous.
There's my egg.
The rift you closed here. You saw how it twisted time around itself, sped some things up and slowed others down. Soon, there will be more like it, and they'll appear further and further away from Redcliffe. The magic Alexius is using is wildly unstable, and it's unraveling the world.
You're asking me to take a lot on faith.
I know what I'm talking about.
Hmm.
I helped develop this magic. When I was still his apprentice, it was pure theory. Alexius could never get it to work. What I don't understand is why he's doing it, ripping time to shreds just to gain a few hundred lackeys.
He didn't do it for them.
Took you long enough. Is he getting suspicious?
No, but I shouldn't have played the illness card.
Since I've done
Thought
all
he'd be
this, should
fussing
I
over
just
me all
skip?
day. My father's joined a cult.
And we also
Tevinter
rewatched a lot of
supremacists.
this.
They call themselves Venatori.
Because
And I can tell you one
this
thing.
is all very
Whatever he's
familiar.
done for them, he's done it to get to you.
Oh, maybe here.
I'm sure I'll surprise you.
I suspect that's untrue. Unless
Does that offend
strip yourself
anyone?
naked and allow the chantry to flog you into repentance. Now that would
I don't
surprise me.
remember talking to him here. Oh, I do. I do. Dishonored, thank you. I keep forgetting I dyed it yesterday. That's so funny. And by funny, I mean, I'm crazy. Yeah, because this is all just like getting to know him. Yeah, okay, so let's watch
Tevinter.
this again.
You think your father would actually
That's
do
so
that?
handsome.
Although I wouldn't put it past him.
Let's go. Let's meet this so-called family retainer. If it's a trap, we escape and kill
Because
everyone.
I flirted with him
You're good at that.
teasingly,
If
so
it's not, I send the man back to my father with a message that he can stick his alarm in his wit's end.
There seems to be bad blood between you and your family.
Interesting turn of phrase. But you're correct. They don't care for my choices, nor I for theirs.
Because you wouldn't get married. Because you left.
That too.
I think you should meet with this retainer. Find out what your family wants.
I didn't ask what you thought, did I?
oh,
That was unworthy. I apologize.
oh,
There'd be no harm in hearing what this man of my father's has to say. If I don't like it, however, I want to leave.
Your parents are reaching out to you. Doesn't that mean something?
Only that they're trying to choke me. Don't mind me. Let's see what comes of this.
Can't believe my father's gall. Of course, he couldn't come here to Skyhold. No, that would be too much. But contacting some southern cleric on the sly, much
I really
wiser.
like this Inquisitor.
If this is some Venatori connivance, I will be utterly disappointed.
This scene.
That's just my baby dog. 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 That's just my baby dog.
I will be better about pausing it. But Sandy, thank you so much for the 200 things. Thank you. You're so sweet. Thanks. Not this alert for... That's just my baby daddy. Wait, what? I mean, his dad could get it. Wait, what? No, his dad is great for his age. His dad he made mistakes as a father, but he looks good.
Uh-oh.
Anyways.
Nobody's here. This doesn't bode well.
Dorian.
You want to tell me that I'm wrong?
Father.
Are you going to tell me that I'm wrong?
So the whole story about
He
the
could
family
get
retainer
it.
was just, what? A smokescreen?
Then you were told. I apologize for the deception, Inquisitor. I never intended for you to be involved.
Of course not. Magister Parvus couldn't come to Skyhold and be seen with the dread Inquisitor. What would people think? What is this exactly, Father? Ambush? Kidnapping? Warm family reunion?
This is how it has always been.
You went through all of this to get Dorian here. Talk to him.
Yes, Father. Talk to me. Let me hear how mystified you are by my anger.
Dorian, there's no need to.
I prefer the company of men. My father disapproves.
I'll need you to explain that.
Did I stutter? Men and the company thereof as in sex. Surely you've heard of it.
This is not exactly news, Dorian.
Why should it be? Why should anyone care? I have no idea.
This display is uncalled for.
Dude!
No, it is called for. You called for it by luring me here.
This is not what I wanted.
I'm never what you wanted, Father. Or had you forgotten?
That's a big concern in Tevinter, then.
Only if you're trying to live up to an impossible standard. Every Tevinter family is intermarrying to distill the perfect mage, perfect body, perfect mind, the perfect leader.
It means every perceived flaw, every aberration is deviant and shameful. It must be hidden.
Not good.
Your father might be here to reach out. You could give him a chance.
Let's just go.
I feel like this Inquisitor
Dorian,
is a himbo.
please. If you'll only listen to
In
me.
a good way.
Why? So you can spout more convenient lies? He taught me to hate blood magic. The resort of the weak mind. Those are his words. But what was the first thing you did when your precious heir refused to play pretend for the rest of his life? You tried to change me.
I only wanted what was best for you.
You wanted the best for you. Your fucking legacy. Anything for that.
It gets me
Don't
every
leave
time.
it like this, Dorian. You'll never forgive yourself.
Tell me why you came.
If I knew, I would drive you to the Inquisition.
You did not do that.
Didn't. I joined the Inquisition because it's the right thing to do. Once, I had a father who would have known that.
Once, I had a son who trusted me. A trust I betrayed. I only wanted to talk to him, to hear his voice again, to ask him to forgive me.
He can't even say it outright, though. Parents who can apologize. Okay, I hope you actually say it.
He says we're alike. Too much pride. Once I would have been overjoyed to hear him say that. Now I'm not certain. I don't know if I can forgive him.
He tried to change you.
Out of desperation. I wouldn't put on a show, marry the girl, keep everything unsavory, private and locked away. Selfish, I suppose. Not to want to spend my entire life screaming on the inside. He was going to do a blood ritual. Alter my mind. Make me acceptable. I found out. I left.
Can blood magic actually do that?
Maybe. It could also have left me a drooling vegetable. It crushed me to think he found that absurd risk preferable to scandal. Part of me has always hoped he didn't really want to go through with it. If he had. I can't even imagine the person I would be now. I wouldn't like that, Dorian.
Are you all right?
No, not really. Thank you for bringing me out there. It wasn't what I expected, but it's something. Maker knows what you must think of me now, after that whole display.
I think you're very brave.
Wait, why aren't you
Brave?
flirting?
It's not easy to abandon tradition and walk your own path.
Oh,
At any rate,
sometimes
time to drink myself into a stupor.
the flirt
It's been that sort of day. Join me sometime, if you've a mind.
Oh,
Be the person that you would like, not that your
What's
parents
going
would
on
like.
here?
It seems the revered mother is concerned about my undue influence over you.
It is just concern. Your worship, you must know how this looks.
You might need to spell it out, my dear.
This man is of Tevinter. His presence at your side, the rumors alone.
What's wrong with him being from Tevinter, specifically?
I'm fully aware that not everyone from the Imperium is the same.
How kind of you to notice. Yet still you bow to the opinion of the masses.
The opinion of the masses is based on centuries of evidence. What would you have me tell them?
The truth?
The truth is I do not know you, and neither do they. Thus, these rumors will continue.
There's no cause for concern, Your Reverence.
With all due respect, you underestimate the effect this man has on the people's good opinion.
Whatever.
Do the people know how he's helped the Inquisition?
See.
Yeah.
I meant no disrespect, Inquisitor. Only to ask after this man's intentions. If you feel he is without ulterior motive, then I humbly beg forgiveness of you both.
We can get matching tattoos for it.
Well, that's something.
This sort of thing happens often, does it?
More than anyone tells you. No one knows their own reputation.
Until someone helpfully informs them.
There is that. She meant well, if that's of any concern. I don't know if you're aware, but the assumption in some corners is that you and I are intimate.
So when we watched this last time, no offense if you're here and like you said this, but I had some pushback because I was saying this scene is like a completely different scene because it's two men and they're talking about undue influence and just like I feel like it just hits home for the queer community because it's like you're tainting someone. And yes, there's the issue with the just like Tevinter and Magisters, that's also playing a part. But I was arguing that the devs knew what they were doing with that vocabulary and like showing some truth to it. And that just confirmed it because that wasn't there for the first scene that I saw with this. He's saying there are rumors that we are intimate. And so that just confirmed it.
That's not the worst assumption they could have, is it?
I don't know. Is it?
Do you always answer a question with a question?
Would you like me to answer in some other fashion?
If you're capable.
Oh. Oh.
If you're capable. The nonsense you speak.
You realize this makes the rumors somewhat true.
Evidently. We might have to explore the full truth of them later.
No. And it's like left on an empowerment
Is that so?
note.
Indeed. Someone's been doing some training. As an assassin, no less.
The skills involved are rather handy.
I should say, with the amount of killing you do, a bit of flair's a fine thing.
I don't kill that many people.
Are you joking? I'm only surprised you didn't kill someone walking over here. At any rate, if you ever intend to make it an actual profession, do tell me. The Antivan Crows have nothing on the Imperium. I know people. Keep it in mind.
I'd like to ask you about Tevinter.
Popular topic. Anything specific?
Corypheus is a
By the
figure
way,
out of
I have it
Tevinter
as
history.
the loudest it can possibly be. This video is just
Yes,
super
but
low.
that was a different time. The Imperium's power was at its peak then. The Civil War had ended. The Magisterium was united, its armies scooping up bits of Thedas like candy. The Magisters who entered the Black City. It was a demonstration of how exceptional Tevinter had become.
But who were they?
No one knows. There's no record of a Magister named Corypheus. All this happened 1400 years ago, before the Black
Go
nearly
get
wiped
his
us out.
name.
There are no records. Today, people half believe it's all just a story. That's what I believed.
We have evidence the story is very much real.
But not who Corypheus is, if he even remembers. There used to be families who claimed some of those Magisters as their own. That stopped when the Chantry appeared. Then it was shameful, and the families distanced themselves from the tale. All we know is that some men and women entered the Black City looking for the old gods. What did they find? According to Corypheus, nothing. And only he could tell us more.
That's all I wanted to know.
Fair enough.
I've been told something about an amulet.
How did you hear that? Oh, Liliana. Of course she would find out. Don't
Yeah,
make
for
an
sure,
issue of it.
eclectic.
I don't want
Of the
someone
whole
solving my
series.
personal problems for me. I'll get the amulet back. Somehow. On my own.
I can see us doing
I'm
it
not
closer
entirely
to
certain
Dragon
what
Age
it
4
is.
release.
The Parvus birthright. The flashy thing you show peons to make them tremble at your impressive lineage. I didn't leave Tevinter with much in the way of coin, so I sold it. Entirely forbidden, of course, and foolish, but I was desperate. I'll figure something out.
You don't even like your family. Why would you want it back?
Because it's mine, and it shouldn't be passed around like candy.
That's the only reason.
It's reason enough. Leave it be.
There are plenty of ways to skin a nug, Dorian. We'll think of something.
And I will.
I love
I'll
their
get it back.
dynamic.
I lost the amulet. I may not have your resources, but I can't ask you to... You have too many people asking you for everything under the sun. I won't be one of them.
Inquisitor. Good, good. This is exactly what I was hoping for.
What? Is that why we're here? I said I wanted to do this myself. I don't want to be indebted to anyone, least of all you.
I apologize, but that won't be possible. Do forgive me, Inquisitor. But when I heard of your association with Monsieur Pavas, I could not resist. It's not coin I seek for the amulet, but influence. Influence you possess, but which the young man does not. Provided, of course, you desire the amulet for your friend.
Aren't you a merchant? Why not just sell it back?
I am not a fence, monsieur. I only bought your friend's amulet because of what it is. I do business in the Imperium. Having a birthright, even one not your own, is most useful in select situations.
Huh. He's got the right of it there.
That's why I gave the young man so much. If he relinquished it, how is that my doing?
You refused to sell Dorian his amulet, just to get me here. Mission accomplished.
Okay.
I am not attempting to manipulate you, my lord. I only wish equitable recompense. The Ligue de Celestine is an organization of wealthy noblemen in Orlais. I would join, but I lack the lineage. If someone like you applied pressure, they would admit me. That would be worth the return of the amulet.
What do you think, Dorian?
Leave the man be. I got myself into this. I should get myself out of it.
Perhaps you should accept your friend's help, monsieur.
Kafas! I know what you think. And he's not my friend. He's...
More.
Never mind what he is.
Oh.
As you desire. Even so, that is a price. I shall accept no other.
Very well. I'll do as you ask.
What? You're going to give in to this cretin?
Do you want your amulet back?
Yes, I
Dorian,
do. I simply...
let him help you.
Much obliged, your worship. The moment I receive an invitation from the League, I'll have the amulet delivered. It's been an honor doing business with you.
Influence mongering. I don't want to be in your debt. I don't want to be in anyone's debt.
Aww.
You don't think...
I don't want to discuss it.
Oh no. Thank you for gifting a sub to the community. An exothermic dude got it. Thank you. You are so sweet.
I'm indebted to you. I never wanted this. I told you.
I didn't do this so you would be indebted to me, Dorian.
Yes.
I did it for you.
But it's got to be hard for him to understand what it's like to have a relationship with someone who just doesn't want to use him for like his family's influence and his money and da 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 da. Like, I'm sure that's really hard for him to come to terms with. It's really sweet.
That's the problem.
How is that a problem?
Someone intelligent would cozy up to the Inquisitor if they could. It'd be foolish not to.
Aww.
He can open doors, get you whatever you want,
pride,
shower you
too.
with gifts and power. That's what they'll say. I'm the Magister who's using you.
I had no idea you were concerned about that.
Everyone is.
I don't care what they think about me. I care what they think about us. I was an ass earlier at the Merchants. It's my specialty. I apologize and thank you.
Oh, so sweet.
I'm going to stop before I say something syrupy, but I won't forget this, and I will repay you. Count on it. I have to admit, it does feel good to have my amulet back.
It's relatable because as much as we say that we don't care what people think, we do care about, at least, about the way people think of like the people that were around, you know, like it's very relatable. Like you don't want to tarnish someone's image or reputation. It's very considerate, and I love this dynamic.
I'm not above a bit of attachment, apparently.
Oh.
Bloody thing.
I need to talk to you.
Oh. I am, as you say down south, all ears.
I was hoping to steal a moment alone.
Oh my god, everyone can do this.
I need to talk to you, he says.
Literally every romance
Have it
except
your
Solus.
way. But let's go where 100 onlookers won't think I'm stealing the Inquisitor's soul.
Oh? You can just go into your room and smooch your love
Have you
interest?
been to your quarters lately, by chance?
Not recently.
Do, when you have the time. There's something there that might interest you.
What?
So, it's all very nice, this flirting business. I am, however, not a nice man. So, here is my proposal. We dispense with the chit-chat and move on to something more primal. It'll set tongues wagging, of course. Not that they aren't already wagging. I suppose it really depends. How bad does the Inquisitor want to be?
I thought you'd never ask.
I like playing hard to get.
And now?
I'm gotten.
Why the fuck I didn't get this with the egg? I didn't get this with the egg!
I like your quarters.
Do you now?
Don't misunderstand. I'm not suggesting we venture into mutual domesticity.
Oh my god.
I just like your appointments.
Ah.
Not that I couldn't suggest some changes. Your taste is a little austere.
You seem a little distracted.
Sex will do that. It's distracting.
I heard a rumor.
Very well, you've rooted me out. There is something I want. I'm curious where this goes, you and I. We've had fun. Perfectly reasonable to leave it here. Get on with the business of killing archdemons and such.
Tell me what you want.
All on me, then.
Should it be all on me?
I like you. More than I should. More than might be wise. We end it here, I walk away. I won't be pleased, but I'd rather now than later. Later might be dangerous.
Why dangerous?
Walking away might be harder then.
I want more than just fun, Dorian. Speechless, I see.
I was expecting something different.
Why is he so
Where I come
relatable?
from, anything between two men, it's about pleasure. It's accepted, but taken no further. You learn not to hope for more. You'd be foolish to.
So let's be foolish.
Hard habit to break.
I'm good at breaking things.
Hopefully not everything. Care to, inquisit me again? I'll be more specific in my directions this time. Show off.
Oh my gosh.
You have remarkably little here on early Tevinter history. All these gifts to the
Now I wanna
Inquisition,
make
and the
a
best
guy
they can do is the
Inquisitor.
Malefica Imperio. Trite propaganda. But if you want 20 volumes on whether Divine Galatea took a shit on Sunday, this is evidently the place to find it.
That's the Dorian I know. Critiquing every book in my library.
I wouldn't have to if you could find some rebellious heretic archivist to join the cause.
Are there rebellious archivists? Other than you, that is.
If Corypheus ever starts burning masterworks of literature, I'm sure a few will pop up. Did I see something by Genitivi here? I could have sworn.
What is this about, Dorian?
When we fell into the chasm, into the Fade, I thought you were done for. I don't know if I can forgive you for that moment.
No.
I'm sorry you had to go through it with me.
I'm not sorry I was there with you. I thought I'd lost you.
Yeah, that's so...
Sent me ahead and then didn't follow. For just a moment, I was certain you wouldn't. I thought, this is it. This is where I finally lose him forever.
Are you... all right?
It was like walking in a nightmare, but everything was real. I couldn't...
Ah. It's as I thought.
You know, just saying, it's kind of nice to have your love interest care that you made it back from the Fade. Kind of nice to have your love interest care that you kill Corypheus and not cry about an elven ball. Kind of nice, huh? Kind of really sweet.
The Fade is an ordeal under normal circumstances. To be the only real thing there, beyond description. That any of us made it out alive is difficult to believe. That you made it out, a miracle. You do realize this feat hasn't been performed in over 1,000 years. Corypheus and his contemporaries entered the Fade and began the Blights. In comparison.
At least you were at my side.
No offense, but I'd almost rather I hadn't been.
No sense of adventure? That's surprising.
I've not your talent for survival. And not everyone is as discerning as I. If you can walk in the Fade, others will try to follow. Who knows what secrets Corypheus has revealed? Not all of them will be as lucky as you. What they could unleash. My advice? Keep this quiet. Let them speculate. Too many will see this as a challenge.
That's a good idea.
There are enough idiots in the world who think if they just use enough blood magic, their problems will vanish. It's exactly the sort of thing I want to stop back home. This I don't need. What I do need is a copy of the Liberalum. I'll wager I can find Corypheus's real name. If I can prove he was a grasping ankle-biter with no family to speak of, the luster will come right off. Wish me luck.
Always with the questions. What will people say?
He kind of reminds me of Alistair with just the kind of like cheeky, sweet romance.
Let's do something interesting.
More interesting than
With a
wandering the
cute little
countryside killing
sarcasm.
random strangers? Perish the thought. Come, we'll watch your soldiers bash each other with sticks while I critique their uniforms.
What's wrong with their uniforms?
Getting ahead of yourself, aren't you? I have a list. Let me find it.
This is all so familiar. I half expect my mother to materialize from the crowd and criticize my manners.
What if your mother were actually here? Where would we be then?
Short one Meg, dragged out by his earlobe.
You can get a kiss whenever you want.
Picture me a young boy of 5 years then. She certainly always has.
Is this how the elite of Tevinter carry on?
You could almost mistake this for a soiree in the Imperium. The same double-dealing, elegant poison canapes. It's lacking only a few sacrificial slaves and some blood magic. But the night is still young.
Have you seen anything I should know about?
Did you see what that Marquis is wearing? That suit is a greater crime than anything we're looking for.
Don't wear yourself out mingling. I expect a dance before this is over.
Dancing with the evil Magister in full view of every noble in Orlais. How shocking.
They'll live.
You say that now. If you can find me 10 silk scarves, I've got a dance that will really shock them. I'll be ready for your signal, provided this spicy punch isn't as strong as it seems.
Have you seen anything I should know about?
So far, this seems like harmless political intrigue. A few murders arranged.
I'm excited to do this quest over.
Like a homecoming, honestly.
I appreciate that you were willing to come here.
And expose myself to all this exquisite finery and exotic wines? Such hardship.
Not everyone's likely to be friendly. That's all I meant.
It's true. You'd think I smelled of cabbages the way they wrinkle their noses. It's of no concern, but thank you. There was an ancient dowager looking for you. Said she had 12 daughters. I told her you'd left already. You can thank me later or now. But you look lost and full. Something on your mind?
I'm just worn out. Tonight has been very long.
I love how most people choose that.
You
Like,
saved
I'm
the day,
tired.
literally.
It's
The
really
day is
sweet.
saved.
'Cause that's what I
You
chose.
should be celebrating. Enjoy yourself while you can. What you need is a distraction.
Oh.
I have just the thing. Let's dance.
Oh.
I was hoping you'd ask.
Thank goodness one of us has a little initiative.
Oh.
Marvelous business, the Winter Palace. You saved an empress, and now she's eating out of your hand. Perfect mental
Dorian.
All this dancing, politics, and murder makes me a bit homesick.
Personally, I'll remember our dance.
There could have been more corpses about, although I suppose we might have tripped over them.
You're a grim young man, Dorian.
Nonsense. I simply enjoy the drama. I hope you tried the ham they were serving, by the way. Tasted of despair. It's fascinating.
I need to talk to you.
Just talk? Such a pity.
I thought we could discuss what happens after.
Ah, yes. After. Dreadful thing, after. Let's see. Assuming one or both of us aren't slaughtered along the way, what do you wish to happen? We could go our separate ways if you prefer. I've been a port in a storm before. I would understand.
Are you saying this because that's what you want?
You're the Inquisitor. You're the one with responsibilities. I am but an adornment upon your arm.
You know you're more than that to me.
You're very sentimental for someone who's killed as many people as you have.
You bring it out in me.
Oh.
Sweet maker. Next you'll be making calf eyes at puppies. I don't know what the future holds. For us or anything. That's my honest answer. Once Corypheus is defeated, when this is over, I'd like to talk about it more, if you would. What happened at the Elven Temple? It's got me thinking.
Oh, I remember this.
I should go back, shouldn't I? To Tevinter. Once this is done. If we're still alive.
Go with him.
All my talk of how terribly wrong things are back home.
Eunice scratching at
What
the
do
door.
I do about it? Nothing.
Oh.
How does this relate to the Elven Temple?
That elf, Abelas. He said the Imperium wasn't what destroyed the elves. My people would never accept that. It would reduce us to scavengers, destroy our legacy no matter how terrible. But we should accept it. Take our history down a peg. Confront the legacy hanging over us like a shroud. Maybe not all of us want to, but that could be altered. If you can change minds, so can I.
You would just leave. What about
us? Trust me, Amatus. It would give me no
What does
pleasure to leave your
Amatus
side.
mean?
You make monumental decisions affecting the entire world. How can I not consider some of my own?
Why don't I
They're
go with you?
inspired by
Take you
each
away from all
other.
this? I can't ask that of you.
You don't have to ask. I'm offering.
Tempting. We both know you would end up doing it all yourself. As much as watching my homeland beaten into submission would amuse me, this is something I need to do.
Oh.
But I need you at my side. Now more than ever.
Emotional blackmail is a fine thing to pull out of your arsenal.
But I didn't...
Oh. Oh.
I'm joking.
The boys are
I'll think about it.
fighting.
Closely. This is your fault, remember? You inspired me with your marvelous antics. You're shaping the world, for good or ill. How could I aspire to do any less? If it means proving that Tevinter can be better, that there's hope even for my homeland, I would do anything.
Victorious, I see. What a novel result.
Oh, so she
And
drank.
you're alive. And I'm alive.
Oh.
Incredible, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, this is very well edited. Oh, I love this Inquisitor. Oh, he loves him. So pretty. proud. I have to get my puppy. Oh my god. She's very upset at the door.
I was passing through the hall this morning and a serving girl saw me
Hey, Caleb, if you're here, can you let her in?
Actually squealed, dropped her laundry and everything. Such a mess. She was completely breathless.
You were at the battle with the evil one, weren't you?
I didn't even get a chance to answer. She hugged me. Hugged me.
I have to let you in. I'm sorry. Yuna!
What are you doing? Why did you need it so much? You're playful.
Come on, puppy, let's play out here. Come on. Come. Good girl. Good girl.
Thanks.
I love Dorian.
This is your influence.
Admit it, you're having a ball.
I don't trust camaraderie. All these people smiling, buying me drinks. It's unnatural. Mind you, I can't say I hate the notion of being the good Tevinter. I suppose you can't all be evil bastards. The blacksmith said that.
This
He
is
spat when
Dana
he first met.
Dutchy.
I hope my father
This is
hears.
a Dana
He will
Dutchy
shit his
video.
small clothes from shock, I swear.
I'm happy you're here, after all that's happened.
I fully expected to die. It would have been thematically appropriate. And you could have been a martyr. Oh, the song they would have composed.
There will still be songs.
Yes, but they won't have the same
This
gravitas.
armor.
We'll just have to be satisfied with being alive. And together. I've decided to stay with the Inquisition. For now.
You will?
There's no you in Tevinter. What else matters? Going somewhere, Amatus? You didn't think one brief chat would be enough, did you?
Define enough.
Insolence. I like it.
Oh, that is different. That is different.
See? Much better. Yes, I'm sure you have all the things to say. 2 things in private before you run off. First, you are terribly dull and I hate you.
Oh.
What's the second?
I love you.
I hope this ends soon.
Oh. My boys.
Frightening thought. A divine with enough spies to know how often you piss. Staying in the south could prove interesting. One's always warmest next to the fire.
That's the only reason you stayed.
I want to watch Aveline's romance. Bad. I love Justin. Okay. And then they had a trespasser. The same one. Yeah.
Hybrid work is better with Lucid, the visual collaboration suite. Brainstorm visually on an
All is on your side, Lord Parvis. The Inquisition support is not a thing to lose lightly.
Which is why the Orlesian court is circling it with a net and collar? But you'll have to excuse me. I see an old friend I must greet. Amatus. Wading through all the pomp and circumstance I see.
You're back after being away in Tevinter for a month, and this is how you greet me.
I have an apology ready.
Oh.
What have you learned about this council?
Orlais wants the Inquisition tamed, Ferelden wants it gone, the Chantry meddles, and Tevinter sends but one ambassador. That's me, by the way. A reward for my interest in the South. Thankfully, Ambassador Pavus is a token appointment. Call on me as you like.
As the most eloquent dwarf you know, Sparkles...
Speech! Speech! Way too much speech.
Varric, there's really no need.
What's going on?
Inquisitor!
Uh-oh.
Just in time. Sparkles, the Imperium doesn't deserve you. Or want
So
you.
he doesn't tell you even if you're
But
romantic with
we'll
him?
miss you. If it counts.
Oh no. Uh-oh.
And you didn't know. Okay, folks. Time to take the party elsewhere.
Toma never wanted anything. I swear.
Leave him.
Oh, he angry.
It's true. I couldn't stay away from Tevinter forever. I'm leaving as soon as the Exalted Council is done.
You said you weren't going back. What's changed?
I don't want to leave, Amatus. My father is dead. Assassinated, I believe. I received notice this morning. A perversely cheerful letter congratulating me on assuming his seat in the magisterium.
Oh my god.
We only met a few times while I was home. He didn't say anything about keeping me as his heir. This ambassadorship, his doing, I'm told. He must have wanted me away when the trouble began.
Oh.
I have to go back.
What of us? This is it, then?
Nonsense. There will always be an us. We'll just be farther apart for a time. Now, don't pout. I'll put that expression on a statue, and then you'll be sorry.
You think this is funny?
Nothing about this is funny. I am sorry, for what it's worth.
I know it was complicated, but I'm sorry about your father.
Thank you. It still doesn't feel real.
So you'll truly be a magister?
Oh, yes. I can't wait to degrade the magisterium with my presence. A new outfit is required.
And then what?
I find my father's killers and kill them back.
Hi, Gypsy.
Then I find those giving Tevinter a bad name and kill them.
Oh.
They're most likely the same people. So that should make the job easier.
You'll need help. I could go with you.
Oh.
Not this time, Amatus. I won't be entirely without support. Maeveris has gathered other magisters who feel as we do. We'll be an actual faction in the magisterium. I'll teach them manners, take them shopping. It'll be fun.
You don't have to go back, Dorian. You put it behind you. You still could.
Oof.
Give up a golden opportunity for martyrdom? Perish the thought. A present. A going-away present. It's a sending crystal. Amazing what friendship with the Inquisition gives you access to. If I get in over my head, or you're overwhelmed with sorrow for lack of my velvety voice... Magic. What? You didn't think I would just leave and you'd never hear from me again, did you? You are the man I love, Amatus.
Ah!
Nothing will truly keep us apart.
I'm squishy. Why do y'all want me to cry? Come on. Oh.
Now let's finish the good wine before the others get back. Quite the party, wasn't it? I hear it left the Orlesians and Fereldans completely aghast. Andraste's herald, the Inquisitor, toasting a Tevinter Magister. Not a bad scandal to leave on. I'm moving up in the world. Tevinter Ambassador. Fancy. Sad that it doesn't come with a stipend, or at least a decorative pin. Always wonderful to see you, Amatus.
What is this ambassadorship about exactly?
I believe my father set it up, but the Imperium certainly didn't object. They'd love for the Inquisition to fall apart, so they're happy if it seems they consider this council a waste of time.
That makes no sense.
No? If Dread Tevinter actually pushed for the Inquisition's end, everyone else would disagree on principle. So they send a nobody pariah and hope for the best. Makes perfect sense to me.
Any thoughts about the Exalted Council?
A few. Divine Victoria needs a new tailor, for one. From the paintings of Liliana in that enormous robe, you'd think she was pregnant.
Oh,
Could
no.
cause a delicious scandal. As for this whole Exalted Council business, well, I warned you once that no one would thank you for saving the world.
romances.
Sadly, I'm always right. So long as the Inquisition's around to remind them they're not really in charge, they'll never sleep comfortably. Whether they have the guts to take action, I suppose we'll see.
Another time.
I look forward to it.
Dorian returned to Tevinter to take his father's place in the Magisterium. As rumors flew about the Imperians infighting, Dorian was spoken of often as a voice of resistance against corruption. He formed a group called Lucerni. Yep. Ali said that his greatest strength lay in the tower he left in the south, but still conversed with via message crystal. Some claim to have seen the Inquisitor on the streets of Minrathous on rare occasions, sneaking into the heart of Tevinter to aid his Amatus. Wait, but that's sad. That's not a totally happy ending. Is it bad that I feel kind of like happy about that so I know that other people suffer? Sad but cute, yeah. What do you want? Do you want Sarah, Josie, Cassandra? Which a romance?